but also great video title.
Yeah,
It,
season.
after watching it, I understood why you called it that.
Episode 4 was truly
Also,
the adventure of the Two Stooges.
so we already had an incident where Levis was trying to figure out if Hal was lying, and I did roll successfully to figure out that Hal was lying before.
Oh, all right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's fix the record.
Whew. All right.
All right, now we need to rewind back to that moment.
I believe it was in episode 1, like after we left the bar.
Yeah, and if
yeah,
this was a high production YouTube VOD, like this is where we would insert a flashback to that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get started, everyone, could you please reset your hero points to 1? And then Jeremy and Ravi, both of you can help yourselves to an additional hero point for carrying the first half of last episode with full RP.
Can I get full HP instead?
No.
No.
Well, you could use a hero point to save yourself from death saves.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, Kevin, would you mind giving us a recap?
Sure. First, I would like to preface: I didn't know that Levis was Hal's best friend, but okay. Sure, we can roll with that. All right. So, last week, after the harrowing battle of the spiders, nearly killing a lot of people, we begin with trying to head into the next room, where Levis decided to enter in first, only to be greeted by a creature that he had no idea of, surrounded by a bunch of bed frames, which turned out to be a bugbear after, I believe it was Kagos who went in successfully and figured out that it was actually a bugbear. Kagos decided to try some diplomacy to get the bugbear to, calm down, work things out diplomatically, but utterly failed, thus starting combat. And then, as combat got started, we had what was the guy's name again?
Alec.
Alec, yes. Alec also joined in on the fighting, and so did Sophie. And Hal stayed behind as he was gravely injured and quite delirious. The fight didn't start off so well, with Sophie hitting Kagos in the shoulder, Kagos hitting Ulrich with his, was it like a splash stone? What was it called? Thunderstone. Pissing him off immensely. However, despite all that, Ulrich did manage to kill the bugbear with ease, using his immense strength, thus resolving the whole conflict. However, getting tired of the party, he decided to leave us to our own devices, thinking that his chances would be better finding the ring by himself. So we said goodbye to him. With that all done, the party decided to try to figure out what else was in this room. They started kicking down doors, only leading to just empty rooms filled with dust, with just a single bed. Nothing too interesting to be found there. Hal is still delirious in the back, so we could just ignore him for now. After a while, the party found a door that's being locked with a padlock. With some immense strength from Sophie, she managed to end up breaking the door handle instead of the padlock, thus causing the padlock to fall down, resulting in finding that the door just leads to the outside world. Kagos decided that, hey, look at these arrow slits. Oh, they also show the outside world. And that's pretty much where we're at.
Yep, that's it. Help yourself to another hero point. Thank you. And with that, let's get started. What's everyone doing?
Is this another arrow slit?
Those are all arrow slits, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I would
Foundry
like-
has them as full walls so they don't show the outside world.
Okay. I guess I'll open this door.
That one right there. Okay. You open the door. So, from what you can see right now, you see like lines of benches, pretty much. The floor is covered in garbage. Like, there's no better way to put it. It's a lot of crumpled up paper, like leftover plants, a little bit of dust, a little bit of mold. It just looks like a mess. Underneath it, the floor looks like it might have once been something that was well taken care of. But with the years of neglect kind of stacking on top of it, that's kind of left to your imagination at this point. But that's all you could really see from here.
Are these like pews?
Those are just lines of benches. Yeah, you can think of them as pews. They're about for an average human about waist height, and yeah, they're just benches.
Does this door look any different from the other doors that we've been kicking down?
Nope, that looks exactly the same.
Okay. I'd like to step inside.
Okay.
I can't. Oh, now I can.
Okay, so as you step inside, you notice something else. To the north, you hear a very faint noise, and it gets a little louder and louder. It sounds a lot like shouting, and there might be some kind of argument happening. What languages do you speak?
Common and Elven, I believe.
Gotcha. So yeah, you have no idea what's going on, but it definitely sounds like voices. They sound angry, and there's some shouting.
I motion for everyone else to come inside. Silently, of course.
Okay.
I speak a lot of languages.
Yes, I am looking through character sheets. So as I'm doing that, you notice that underneath your feet, there is a lot of garbage, but some of the pieces of cloth that are also scattered among the other refuse on the floor catch your eye. You notice that these pieces of cloth have the Order of the Nail insignias kind of not embedded. What's the word? Cloth stitched onto them.
Embroidered.
Embroidered. Thank you. They have the Order of the Nail insignia embroidered on them. Okay.
Nail?
Yes. So Order of the Nail Hell Knights. If you recall, when Alec introduced himself, he introduced himself as an Order of the Nail Hell Knight.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Since he did,
Yeah, and you've seen this symbol in other places. For example, in that secret room that you busted down the door of, where Hal got shot through the chest. You would have noticed this symbol there as well amongst the scattered papers in that room. Kagos, as you enter this room, could you roll perception for me? And this can be in public. Okay. You recognize the shouting and the argument as an exchange in Goblin. And you can't catch everything that's happening because a lot of it is getting lost, but you do pick up some phrases that are being said. So you hear a lot of panicked voices kind of going, "Please stop, let her go, how dare you." And then you hear one other very angry, very irritated voice just go like, "Listen to you little shits, give me what I want." And everything else kind of cuts out after that.
Alright, alternative. Someone's in trouble, and immediately start running forward. Which door?
So you just hear it coming from the north.
Alright.
Okay, so what you see in front of you is an iron gate, and this iron gate leads out to this open-ish area that's essentially looks like a courtyard from where you're standing, but that's all you can see from here.
Can I open the door just to see? I can pretend it's closed.
No, you can open the door if you want.
Okay, I just want, like you said, there are bars that I can see through. I want, as a player, to be able to see.
Oh, I see. Foundry doesn't do that. Yeah, you can open it.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's coming through the bars? The
Yep.
sound?
Yes.
The voices?
And as you get closer to the bars, you do notice that the sounds get louder.
Alright. I still can't see. Go through the bars. You can't tell me anything, so that does nothing.
wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Does Goop Goop make
One-way
noise, by the way?
communication, so-
Like, can Goop Goop say anything?
Nope. One-way
Okay.
communication.
Okay, well.
So as you're standing there, you
I'm not even going to shove him through there because I can't actually get anything.
Okay.
So as you look closer at the gate, you notice that there used to be a chain and padlock kind of holding the gate together, but something has broken the chain and it's just lying kind of around the two handles or the two bar
Mechanism?
handle things of the gate. So like you can think of a gate as a shutter system that opens sideways, and something would have been holding the two ends together, and the chain that was holding them together has been broken.
Should we try to pull it apart?
Yeah, I hear
We do it quietly.
argument. Somebody sounds like they're in trouble.
Sound like goblins to me.
It is. Alright.
It is?
I assume like bugbears and goblins sound different. Is that true?
Yeah, is there like a different accent?
Yes. So goblins are a little more refined. They speak well. That's relative, I guess, but compared to bugbears, they're more refined.
But like,
Bugbears are
could I
country
tell
goblins.
the difference?
Yes, they're different dialects.
Okay.
This
is
this sounds more like proper goblin.
Okay. They are goblins.
Okay, as long as it
Try to
isn't
go through the.
another bugbear.
Okay, you go through the door. A short flight of stairs leads down to an open-air courtyard surrounded by imposing octagonal walls, while a heavy iron gate separates it from the halls to the south, which is what you just walked through. A few arid milkweeds and tufts of crabgrass protrude from the cracked cobblestone flooring. The ground to the west is sunken in, creating a natural pool of rainwater. And to the north, you can see that the battlements have partially collapsed into this huge mound of stone and wooden rubble. And under this rubble, you notice that there's some sort of reptilian creature that's been crushed. But you can't exactly tell what it is. The top half of a flight of wooden stairs, you see that kind of to the northeast. That rises up to the battlements above, and this is kind of collapsed as well with the collapse section. So only the top half of these stairs remain intact. Broken plants. Yeah, like it's. So I'm not sure if the picture makes it clear, but the stairs basically start from like right here, but that's like only the top half of the stairs. Um, a thick rope has been affixed like with a grappling hook to the lower portion of the stairs, so you surmise that in order to get to the first available step, you would need to climb that grappling hook or that rope rather. Um, the desperate shouts that you were hearing now become very distinct and very clear, and the source also becomes obvious. The shouts seem to be coming from the battlements above, where a few goblins and a halfling man holding another goblin at knife point can be seen. The man seems to be threatening the goblins, while the goblins look like they're pleading for mercy. But as you look upon the courtyard, you start to realize that there was a third sound that you couldn't hear earlier. This very low, very deep growling noise. And the source of that noise is something that's probably very concerning. It's a large draconic beast, not very far away from ground level, and it's roaring at the delicious but inaccessible prey above. I need everyone to roll initiative. Wait, let me reveal this as well. And let's start a combat.
Is this... Will this be perception or stealth?
This will be all perception.
All perception.
Okay. Okay. Sophie, you are up first. Oh, I need to begin combat. Begin combat.
Okay. Does it? So where do we seem? Does it seem like any of us have been noticed by anyone in the area?
So far it looks like it's still focused on the people at the top of the battlements.
Okay. So I whisper to Kagos. What exactly are they saying?
Can I respond? My turn.
Yeah, you would need to respond on your turn.
Oh wait, really? Oh, that's how it works. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay. You ever figure out how readying actions works? Oh yeah, there's a ready action.
Yeah.
I throw it out without using it with the text. Oh yeah, okay.
You can also delay it.
I could. Is there a benefit to that? Let's see. Free action. You wait for the right moment to act. Okay, so since I don't have vision of the goblins right now, that means I can't really see them, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so if I delay, that means I'm essentially like moving my turn order to...
So the way delay, yeah, you'll basically delay until, so you can either specify a condition that you're going to delay till, a person that you'd like to delay after, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna delay my turn until violence occurs. Would that be a reasonable trigger?
You're going to have to be a little more specific than that, because I would argue that violence is occurring right now, from what you've heard at the top of the battlements.
Okay, I can't even see what's going on at the top of the battlements, can I?
Not from where you are.
Okay. Can I? So, is these are iron bars, right?
Yes, but they've been opened now. Kago's opened
They've
them.
been Okay. I would like to move. I can't delay if I use an action at the beginning, can I?
You can use a single action. You can't delay, but you could ready an action.
Okay. Yeah, let me. Yes. Okay.
Ready works like D&D. You can only do one thing.
Yeah.
Right. But
Lets you do your whole turn.
I see.
And the ready takes 2 actions. Even if the action you would have taken is 1 action, readying consumes 2 of your actions.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Here. Take care of a few things. And Okay. So they're above us, and I can't really see that.
So, okay. From where you are right now, you can kind of see that in this top right corner over there. Like, so the battlements you can think of as like the perimeter running around the map right now. Those are all basically walls going straight up,
Okay.
and there's a pathway on top of the wall going all around. And the only part that the pathway doesn't exist is this northern section where the wall has completely collapsed.
Okay.
And what you see is at the very top of this northeastern corner, there are 2 heads kind of sticking up. One is this halfling man, and then one is this goblin who's standing very close to this halfling man. And right above all of you, somewhere like over here and over here, you see what looks like other creatures, but you can't make out very well what they are because they're directly above you, and no one's like really leaning out over.
Okay, interesting. Okay. I think I know what's going on. But with my character. I'm gonna make. Would that be like a wisdom?
Like, what are you trying to figure out?
What's the situation?
Do you
Oh, can I tell if this is a play or not?
sure,
that
give me perception.
Perception. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say that you think this is some kind of performance.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna act in accordance to that. Okay. So in that case, Sophie would target if the animal goes out of control,
What do you mean by out of control?
if it starts attacking the performers,
Okay.
then she will. I will ready an arrow for an attack.
So it looks like the only thing stopping it from attacking the performers right now is the fact that it can't reach them.
Okay, so it otherwise it would.
It's completely focused on them right now, and if it could lick its lips, it would lick its lips.
Oh yeah, but I do not want to fire an arrow right now because that would turn
Mhm.
something towards us. So yeah, I'm gonna ready the action for when it does attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
In there. And there's my turn.
Alright, I will not answer Sophie because I'm going to yell out. Hey, hold on, just 1 second, and then I'm going to use all my actions to run back.
Well, as you do that, a few things happen.
Oh great.
So, first, everyone on the battlements or like all the movement and all the noise from the battlements just stops dead, and you can feel all the attention turn towards you. So from the northeastern corner, you see a halfling head kind of swoop out over the edge, and look at you. Sophie, you recognize that halfling is Calmon.
Come on.
And then he basically looks down at you, gives you a glance, and then pulls back, and you lose track of him. In the meantime, you notice that straight above you, like 6 different goblet heads poke out over the edge, see that you're there, and start shouting, "Help us! Help us! He's got her! You've got to stop her!" Kagos, you're the only one who understands what that means, because they're talking in Goblin. But also, that reptilian creature over there heard you as well, and it sees that you are much more accessible than the people up top, and it has now focused its attention on you.
Fun.
I am going to try to run through the castle. Wait, how's that fly? Really, all the way up there? Olives. All right. Wait. Can I open this door? Huh? Can I open this door?
Sure. That would be an action, though. So, if you've used all of your actions for movement, you'll have to wait till next turn.
Yeah. Alright. I need to go back to the people, I think. Yes. Need to be there. Well, I guess I can move up there. I just don't have any actions. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, one more question. Did Goop Goop move with you? Or did you just leave Goop Goop behind?
Well, technically, I put him through the bars. He didn't see anything. I was right there. He's kind of just been holding on to me.
Okay. So he's holding on to you right now.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I can just move him.
So I haven't seen any of this. All I know is I've heard things, and Kagos running away.
In God. All of that was in God.
And Hal also understands Goblin.
But is Hal in a state of mind to understand what's happening right now?
I think he heard shouting and the words help.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Oh, now I know exactly what Hal's gonna do.
And I didn't yell out. So help and then hold on.
Okay, I am just going to move. Wait, what kind of spells do I have? This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay. That is quite dumb. Okay, I am going to I'm gonna stride here, and then I guess so readying uses an action, right?
It's 2 actions.
So if I were to ready so if I want to ready a day spell, whatever comes through that
Mhm.
isn't Sophie, And that day spell takes up 2 actions. I can't do that, right? 'Cause I'm
Yes, you can. It won't be 4 actions total. So the ready is. Actually, that's a good question.
Because is it the act of readying that uses 2 actions, or is it just like the minimum action cost?
The
that you
minimum
ready?
action cost is 2. So ready effectively ends your turn the minute you take it. And
Okay.
you are. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's a
I-
minimum of 2.
Okay. So then yeah, I would like to cast Daze on whatever comes through that isn't Sophie.
Okay.
Where it says choose a single action or free action.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
Oh.
an action can take more than 1 action slots, but it's still a
Oh.
single action.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's just some
That's-
actions
okay.
are more involved.
That makes sense. Okay. Then yeah, I'd like to ready a Daze at whatever comes through that isn't Sophie. While also hiding behind Hal.
Okay. So this creature, it's hungry, and it sees Sophie standing there,
Yep.
and Sophie looks very, very tasty. So it's going to make its way over. And so you're on stairs right now, and these stairs are about 10 feet off the ground, or 10 feet off the courtyard. So
okay.
it can't reach you with its. Well, it can't exactly bite at you just yet, but it is going to try to knock you down with its tail.
Oh, great.
Oh, let me target you first. So, does an 18 hit?
That is my AC.
Oh, then it just misses you. You seem to be just out of reach of its tail. And that was its
Oh,
turn.
God.
Oh, that
Hal?
wouldn't have triggered my Daze, wouldn't it?
Nope, it hasn't
Not-
stepped into the room yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, this is perfect.
Let's see that new character.
Let's see. That gets me 75 plus the extra 10, so 85. That is just within my movement. So what I'm going to attempt to do is, I'm going to attempt to, let's see, tumble through. Where is it?
This is why we leave Hal behind.
Going to attempt to tumble through. Well, I'm going to attempt to tumble through this creature.
Okay, let's see that acrobatics
using
check.
The stairs, using the stairs as a source jumping off point, so I can get a little bit of extra height, on it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
would
no.
like to remember a heroic moment of when I quite bravely stabbed 2 spiders with my shiny new dagger. I was quite, Hal was quite proud of himself, and that is the heroic moment he is going to remember in this case.
Is that 2 of the little tiny swarm?
Yeah, 2 from the swarm. Yeah.
So 2 normal spiders.
Yeah.
So brave.
So, recalling your very, very heroic squashing of bugs, you managed to basically somersault over this large reptilian creature.
Woo! That, I believe, gives me panache. So then I'm going to stride for another. How far did I go? 40, 50. And going to continue to stride. 35 and attempt and grab onto the rope. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to say, "Not to worry, Hallenbar Silverspine is here to help. Hero extraordinaire."
Okay.
And that is all three of my actions.
Let me get rid of Boop Boop from the turn order. Okay. And we are back at Sophie.
Okay. Hal, you're supposed to be asleep.
You woke me up.
Does it look like Hal is going to fight the monster, from what I can tell? It doesn't seem like it, but I want to confirm
that. Hal, like, what was your final positioning as you ended your turn?
Yeah.
Grabbing onto the rope that leads to the upper balcony.
Okay.
Okay, well, in that case. That is the best way to get up there, isn't it?
That's the only way that we know of
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah. Okay. So I yell to Levis. There's a halfling and he has a hostage. We're gonna try to find him. Try to find a way to the upper balcony. Then I guess Sophie's gonna try to go the same route as Hal. So this is 10 feet down the stairs. Does that count as part of my movement?
You don't need to consider that movement. If you're walking down the stairs, it's just normal distance.
Okay, so I can go 75 essentially. Is there another? Do I need to climb up the rope to get to the balcony?
How high can you jump?
How high can people jump?
No.
Yeah, like it would just be like a straight vertical jump. So,
Don't fit, no backwards. Not basketball players.
well, you are weighed down by your equipment, so
3 feet vertically.
yeah. No, you can't reach without
That's
without the rope.
If you do a long jump and succeed on the DC, you can increase that to 8 feet. But you need a 30 on the athletics.
That's not gonna do it. Hal,
Very high.
Hal, there's probably a better way, and I'm gonna find it. So,
Yeah, it looks like the rope, like the gap up is about 10 feet. So
okay, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that, especially with a beast over there as well. So 20.
I mean, you could probably get your hands onto the edge. It's only 10 feet.
The vertical is. If
you raise your hands above your head and reach 7 feet, then
the DC is 30, so.
that's for a high jump. For a regular leap, there is no DC. It's just 3.
Well, we're out the door. Then I guess I see Kagos, and this would be roughly where it would be. So I guess I'll be right next to Kagos. That was my turn.
All right.
Open the door.
Okay.
I will step in and realize I should have just gone right through there.
Great. Oh my god.
Spatial awareness, everyone.
Yep.
Yep.
I will use another action to open another door.
Yep.
That,
That's your turn.
Move. Well, I still have
Oh,
20 feet of movement. From now.
It's movement is absolute. So if you move and then act and then move, that you don't get the movement back.
That sucks.
Or I guess act, move, act. Yeah. If you need to move, it has to
I
be
mean, it
within
took
that
you
one
6
movement
seconds to
turn.
open 2 doors?
Yep.
Is the reptile thing? Is the reptile thing able to see me? From where I am?
No, it doesn't.
But I'm assuming it has seen Sophie run inside, right?
Yes, it did.
Oh no. Oh damn, this door's not open. I would shoot. Let's see how far is this? Well, I guess I'm joining them.
all right.
See, so that's there. Okay, so this is 15. How do you do where it marks, where you can like do multiple angles again?
I think you control, yeah.
Control. Okay. So now that that door's open, 25, 50, 75. The fuck?
I think
Game
you're
crashed.
looking through a wall right there.
Oh, my game crashed.
Oh.
Whoops. All right. I had to refresh.
Yeah. Give me a second, I'm loading in. I'm essentially just moving 75 feet inside that room.
Whoa.
Okay.
I've already
you a
opened
large
the
creature?
doors.
What's up?
So
Oh,
I've already
wait.
opened the doors.
Yep. Because that's 15. So that's... Come on. Okay, so that's one movement. Okay, so that's 15. Then another 10, so I can move up to... Oh, why don't you move properly? Okay, that's another. What the heck is going on? Nope, stop it. Stop. Stop. Nope, I didn't want to move there. Stop. Stop doing this. Okay. Alright. One. Do I see another set of stairs?
All you see
don't,
in
do I?
front of you is just this hallway. Give me a second. So you see like this narrow corridor in front of you that looks like it stretches around the corner. And given your spatial awareness and what you've seen of the courtyard, you were guessing if you were to go around it completely, it would form an octagon. And yeah, that's about it. Like you see some paintings on the walls of these dour-faced Hell Knights. They have a particularly distinct art style to them. They all seem to be very generic portraits, and you can't help but wonder if they're silently judging you.
I yell back, "There's no stairs here." As I enter.
Okay. Okay. What have we got?
That's some cool
Oh, the, yeah, that is
Mhm.
cool. It's very detailed.
Maybe you zoom in.
Yeah.
Miracles of the internet. So this creature saw that its prey left rather abruptly and rather inconsiderately, and it's kind of confused. But as it looks around, it sees that there's another tasty morsel right there. So it walks up to said tasty morsel, and it tries to snap at you with its jaws.
Oh no.
Yeah, AC-18.
So as it lunges for you, it kind of trips on itself and goes just a little wide. And that is its turn.
Woo! I would like to say what it does is it as it snaps at me, I use the rope to pull my feet up so it snaps underneath me, and then I step on its head as I start climbing the rope.
I need an athletics check for that.
Let's see. Athletics?
Yes.
Damn it. Alright.
Okay. You successfully do that.
Woo! That's a pretty epic moment. Too bad no one saw it. God, guys.
Classic Robbie.
So as you did that, you hear this cheering coming from the battlements to the south.
Hal is so high on life right now. And also delirious on spider venom still. So he's going to climb up and he's going to stride.
Well, as you climb up, I need you to make
Oh.
an acrobatics check.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Alright, so just for the cool bit was the... You know what? I think it might be worth it to use my second hero point. And he's high on that feeling of those cheers in the background. Those cheers are emboldening his heart, and... Oh wait, I forget, I also get a circumstance bonus because I have Ash.
So does that
Yeah.
apply to this?
It does apply to this. It's when I have Panache, acrobatics checks get a +1 bonus.
Hmm.
And I got it when I tumbled successfully through the
Yeah.
lizard. But yeah, I'm still going to re-roll with hero point.
Oh dear.
Wow.
So as you attempt to climb this rope, you seem to have gotten caught up in the cheering and the exultation, and you try to do something fancy. You try to just rush up the rope in this very showy way, but you seem to just lose your grip on the rope as you do so, and you fall all the way back down to the ground, and you are now prone.
I'd like to get up and climb the rope again.
So unfortunately, getting up finishes your turn. So
Takes
you
2 actions?
you had one action to do the flip grab routine, one action to try to climb,
Oh,
and yeah,
I thought that was just flare.
unfortunately not.
Oh man.
God.
Fuck.
Well, okay, I will say that all of this happened in the span of two action, or rather one action, the grabbing and the
Oh.
attempted climb.
All right. I appreciate that. So I would like to get up and um and and then I'm going to say very loudly, I can't just leave this foul creature here. Um, turn to face it and activate the Gleam Fairy with the silver dagger.
Okay.
This can only end badly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I heard Levis say there's no stairs in this area, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I remember the balcony having. So I did remember. Did I remember the balcony having a door? Like to this wall?
So the stairs kind of led up to that point, but you couldn't see what happened beyond the stairs. Like this overhang of the stairs obscured your view of anything beyond that point.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, I can tell kind of what it is based on the map. So, but hearing that... Do I hear any of the commotion going on?
From where you are, no, you don't really hear a lot. There's too much wall between you and the courtyard.
Okay, well... Interesting. Okay, so... It's not the most optimal move, but it is, like, given the information what Sophie would probably do. She would go back. She doesn't know about the existence of this door, so she'll go the long way, because she did remember another door over there. And I guess go next to it, because like that, I don't have any additional actions after that. Yeah, every other action would require meta knowledge, so that is what Sophie will do. Because I can't go up to this area and head out over there, because, you know, that's meta knowledge, so that's my turn.
I didn't see the door. I'd like to roll to see if I think there will be a door on this side.
On the left side?
On the right side.
Sorry, which door did you not see? Well, which door are we talking about?
The
Oh,
door
that-
will just be-
Oh, I don't see a ping on my screen for some reason. That's awkward. Oh, that
One
door. I was looking. You have no idea that exists.
But I mean, I'm trying to like common sense it here. What should I roll?
Oh, I see. You can try to do a recall knowledge. In actually, no, it's just be a perception because you're not recalling knowledge. Actually,
But I wouldn't
give me a crafting check.
Dang.
24. Okay, with 24, in your mind, you put some pieces together. You realize that this is an octagonal area, so to speak, and you also figure that the people who designed this building probably had symmetry in mind. So, extrapolating from that, you think that there might be a similar room on the other side.
Similar. Oh,
A similar room to what you're standing in.
okay. Then I will continue running that way. Yay! I gamified my meta knowledge.
There you go.
I see Kagos running, and I guess I'll follow him. Okay, 25. Could I make this movement?
Yes, looks like you should. It's technically clipping through the wall, but that's fine.
So I noticed that there's like this broken, like hole right here.
So you can't see that right now. The door is obscuring it.
Well, no, because like in the map, there's like there's like a break in the wall there. So, I wanted to know if I could see through that.
From your perspective, that's whole. I think that's just a error with the map.
Oh, okay. And then I'll open the door.
Okay, you open the door and
That is
that's it.
reaction.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we are back at this creature who, he saw Hal kind of very inconsiderately step on its snout as it hopped onto the rope and then promptly fall back to the ground. So it's a little confused, but it also doesn't seem to care, because it's just going to try to eat you.
Oh.
Ha. So it manages to clamp down on you, and you are going to take this damage.
I'm down.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
Well, here's the thing, right? It doesn't see anyone else here.
no.
So, and it's very hungry.
No.
So it's just going to try to tear a chunk out of Hal. So it's going to attack him again. And you automatically fail this.
Wait, it can still miss, right?
Not while you're unconscious.
Is it different in Pathfinder?
I believe so, because when you're unconscious and prone... Oh, actually, no. Attack... You
No,
fail dexterity checks. You
Right.
fail...
I still got
Okay.
my armor.
You do still have your armor on.
It's an advantage in D&D at least.
Let me look this up real quick, because I think you're
Yeah,
right. I think
no,
it is at advantage, but... I had a note for this in one of my docs. Okay.
Alright.
This is classic.
-4 to AC. If you were
Yes.
unconscious, you take a -4 to AC. So
Mhm.
that makes it sound like they still gotta attack you.
Yeah. -4. Yep. This is true.
Now,
Oh,
my
but-
question is, do I keep the dueling parry?
No.
But instead, I gain the circumstance bonus on AC until the start of my next turn as long as you continue to meet the requirements. The requirements are you are wielding only a single one-handed melee weapon and have your other hand or hands free.
I would say you're not
Wielding weapon
wielding.
unconscious.
You're holding the weapon. You're not wielding it.
Okay, fair enough. That is
So, I'll say okay. So does a 14 hit?
a 14. No, I have 18.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 minus 4. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's still
but you added 4.
I added 4 to the 10.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it kind of lunges at you, and it's very puzzled that it missed an essentially dead creature. But it shakes off its confusion and tries again.
By the way, in the unconscious condition, it says you fall prone and drop items you are wielding.
Okay.
So they come out.
Ah.
Damn it.
Well, it's okay. You survived this time.
This creature is just not having a good day. It's so hungry that it just can't seem to actually eat when it needs to. And it ends its turn.
Oh my god. Okay. So I guess I'm just making death saves.
Yes, you will make 1 save.
Alright.
All right.
Where do I keep track of that again?
In your character sheet, you should see a yes. So you are no longer dying, but you're at
Okay.
wounded 1.
Okay. Am I up or no?
No, you're not.
Okay. Alright, sick. I'm not dying.
Yeah, you're basically stable, but you're still unconscious.
Sick. Maybe. You guys all go ahead first, so like...
Do the Sophie hear any of this happening?
Sophie. I mean, you can actually you saw what happened.
Oh, I can see from here?
Yeah.
How? So she's gonna step out, and lock her eyes on the big scary dragon thing. That's Hunter's edge. So I can just set it as my hunted prey, and then she's going to load 2 arrows and then fire both of them at her.
Okay. You can give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus to your attacks because this creature is so focused on Hal, it seems oblivious to your presence right now.
Alright. Okay. Plus 2.
Your arrow manages to hit this creature.
Alright. Let's see what it does.
All right. It takes this damage.
Okay. And then the second arrow. Oh wait, I forgot to add MAP, but so subtract 3 for that.
Subtract 3 from that. Okay. You hit it again.
Alright.
And it takes this damage. As the arrows thump into its scaly flesh, it's kind of shaken out of its hypnotic fixation on Hal, and turns around and locks eyes on you.
Guys, wherever you are, right now would be a great time to show up. And that's my turn.
Doors open. So. Why? There's no. Can you move me there?
Sure.
I can't get through the door.
Yeah, there's a wall, an inconvenient wall.
Alright.
All right, I'm gonna keep Goop Goop with you so we don't lose track.
Oh no, Hal! And then I say in Goblin, thanks for waiting.
It's a guy with a plan.
I'm fine. Alright, is there, are these still 10 feet up from me, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm 10 feet up from the floor. Is that the dimensions?
You are not 10 feet up from the floor. So, oh, I guess right now, are you still? Okay, let me
We
move
were
your
on
token.
the stairs, and you said we were off the floor.
Yes. So right now you haven't. So okay, right in front of you. Yeah, right in front of you, the rubble kind of inclines down to the ground. But the floor that you're on is about 10 feet off the ground.
Alright, and this is just a 5. Then how high up is this? Can I
That's
make it to the stairs, is what I'm asking.
you would have to try to jump there. Because it's also around a corner and there's no like way to walk across.
Extras? Not really. Sorry, I thought. Fuck it, I'm gonna try. I would like to try to jump across the gap.
Okay. Let's see an athletics roll.
Oh wait, I'm actually. Athletics, acrobatics.
So with a 17, you leap across. But this ledge is very unstable. I mean, as you've gathered, it's, partially collapsed. And the place that you've stepped onto seems to give way underneath your feet. But as you fall, you do manage to grab onto the ledge.
I guess I'll pull myself up, and that's 3 actions, isn't it? Or try to.
Yes.
Do I pull myself up, or do I have to try?
That'll be an action if you pull yourself up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I guess I'm.
You're right here now. I'll just move you there.
Yeah, there's walls.
And Goop Goop right there. All right.
Thanks for
Levis.
waiting.
So the goblins on the southern perimeter have also noticed your entrance, and as you made that the jump across, you could hear like a swelling in noise as they got excited for you when you wound up from your jump and made your jump. And as you landed, they were cheering, but then you slipped and you heard like audible gasps and a couple of comments like, "Oh no!" But then they started clapping again when you managed to pull yourself onto the ledge.
I'm liking the live commentary. We got a crowd. Okay, I'm going to step out here Actually, no, I'm gonna step over here instead. Sees Hal. I'm going to then spend 2 actions to cast heal. And because I'm using 2 actions, it's 1d8. I guess this is a status bonus? You get that much HP back.
Woo! It's like most of it.
Whoa.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that requires me to use 2 actions to do that. So that's it for me. Don't die again, please.
I probably won't.
Okay.
I can't heal you for a lot.
So, this creature is getting very annoyed that lunch is turning into such a harrowing experience. It's so confused that it knocked Hal down, got shot in the back, and got distracted, turned around, and then turned back around again to see Hal standing up. So,
He's not standing up yet.
Yeah.
well, rather blinking and alive and looking back at him. So, Hal and Kagos, and I guess Levis, you notice that it seems to take a very, very deep breath, and then it lets out a roar in your general direction.
Oh no.
So, 15-foot cone. I'm pretty sure the 3 of you would fall into a 15-foot
Don't I
cone.
have something for this? +2 to afflictions. +2 circumstance bonus to saving throws against afflictions against gaining the sickened condition.
Okay. So, you can...
It's worded really weird.
That-
Against.
Okay, so you can
I got a
apply that
+2.
bonus your fortitude saving throw. But yeah, I need Levis, Hal, and Kagos to give me that save.
That was Iron Gut got one.
Hey, we did it.
No way, 18 is just enough for it to...
Yeah, it saves. The 3 of you, like, you can smell its breath as it wafts over you, and oh boy, it's awful. You can practically taste the rot and the neglect on its breath, but other than gross you out, it doesn't seem to affect you.
And you guess that I smell.
But you still do.
Just not as bad.
Well, after it finished its roar, it once again jumps at Hal. Roll. Come on. Okay. And it's just trips on nothing. It just trips on nothing and somehow stumbles and misses Hal. I mean, you would think that, a creature that's as hungry as it is would do better, but no.
It's attacked me like 6 times, hit me once, knocked me out, missed all the others.
And it's just gonna try again.
Oh my god. Yep, that hits.
Okay. This time.
Oh, there goes half the HP I just got.
Oh, come on.
And that's its turn.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I finished reading that. I didn't actually get the circumstance bonus. It has to be something I eat or ingest.
Oh.
Something
Oh,
that
s-
goes inside of me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
Um,
that was the very last little bit.
Yeah, you would have saved anyway, so.
Okay. So I'm going to get up. As one action. Oh man. Like it's a can't actually make a fight this thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I dropped the dagger, so I would have to pick that up. I will. Could try to demoralize. Or fuck. Hostage is more important than lizard. Going to make that call right now. And attempt to climb up the rope again.
Okay. This time it's just going to be acrobatics.
Okay.
You successfully climb the rope.
Awesome. So I climb up, I get there, and I guess I can start moving. Take a stride. And 20.
Okay, so how are we going to do this? So as you step there, I am going to pull. Oh man, come on. Don't do this to me. I hate how when I click on your token, it locks field of view. This is what you see. As you step onto the top of the battlement, you notice that there's this halfling creature kind of pushed up against the back wall, and he's holding this goblin very close to him, and he has a dagger pressed up against its neck. It sees you climb to the top, and as you look at it, or as you look at him, he says, stay back, I tell you. One step closer, and this goblin's done for. And as he says those words, you don't see them on the map because I didn't have the tokens, but all along the south over here, you see like 6 goblins standing, and they're like, so you don't hear or you don't understand what they say, but they seem very panicked, and there's a lot of gesturing. Oh, Hal does keep goblin. No, you hear them say, no, please don't do that. Stop him. Save her.
Well, that's all my actions, so.
Okay. So, Sophie probably noticed that the creature is more hungry than like trying to kill people. So, in her rations, is there like meat included? Like in standard rations, I guess.
I think rations are just what you make them. Like, there's no ration item, so to speak. Rations are like, you might have jerky, but you won't have fresh meat.
Okay. Then, 1 ration's worth of jerky, I guess, would if this thing is really hungry. So she's gonna, yeah, take some jerky and throw it, I guess, in this direction.
How
that's-
far can you throw?
Good question.
50 feet.
50 feet. Oh, okay.
Pretty far.
That's very
Okay.
far.
That is very far.
Got
Okay.
good arm on you.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, my strength is 14, so. Okay. Well then. Well, first she's gonna call out, "Hey, hey you," and try to get his attention. And then she holds up the jerky, and I guess yeah, she would throw it like over this way, right here.
Okay. So you just yell to try to get his attention?
Yep. And then I dangle the the jerky like in front of me.
Okay.
But I guess I can't. Can I tell if it I have gotten its attention, even though it does all its stuff on its turn?
It doesn't seem to notice you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement going on in front of it, and it's just trying to keep up with, the flying goblins and the prey that keeps just disappearing from under its nose.
That's fair. Okay, then she will throw it a bit closer, maybe over here, and then she's gonna walk out and find another way to the. So she saw Levis and Kagos appear over there, so she's gonna figure that they found a way. But she's not gonna know about this door, because that's.
I mean, you can see that there's a door there.
Yeah. I guess she would try it. Okay. So she would step out and then open the door.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. So yeah. So there's jerky over here, and then she tried it over there, and then opened the door. And that is her turn.
Kagos will finish running up the steps.
Okay. So you can't actually occupy that square because Hal's in that square right now. But if you have more movement, we can figure that out. So I'm just going to put you right next to Hal.
Yeah, I will. Well, let's pretend that's 5 more.
Yeah.
I do have more. So that was 2 actions to move.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna God, try diplomacy again.
Oh man, I can't.
Have I heard the halfling speak any goblin?
Yes, so when you heard the shouting from the other room with the benches, all of the dialogue that you heard was in Goblin.
Okay, but there's a lot of goblins. I don't know if the halflings.
So that what was it? The listen to me, you little shits. That line was in Goblin.
Oh, okay. Then in Goblin, I will continue the conversation. Look, you don't need to do that. We can talk about this. Just let him go, and we can talk about it.
Give me that diplomacy check.
Figure it out. Oh God, this is bad. This is
Oh.
not good.
Oh no.
Is it a 7?
Yeah, it's on brand.
So you notice that the halfling looks towards you and let her go? Absolutely not. I will not. Not until these little pests tell me how to find Alcetta's ring.
Wait, we know another guy looking for the ring. It seems really important. But you don't have to kill him. We can look.
Look? Look? What do you think I've been doing for all these days?
It looks like you're trying to kill a goblin.
Because these little pipsqueaks are the only ones who know where it is. And they aren't telling me.
And you think, being an asshole and slicing their throats is going to work?
Yes,
I rolled
because
a 7, guys.
yeah, because all I need to do is make an example out of one of them, and the rest of them are going to talk.
I don't think so. Hey, guys, does this one yell back. Does this one make you want to tell him where the ring is?
The other goblins go, that little half-human can, actually,
Know where the ring.
so the other goblins, okay, so they say, absolutely not. We're not going to tell this half-human, half-obnoxious little pipsqueak anything.
What about a friendly goblin? Will you tell me?
I'm going to need another diplomacy check.
Oh man.
Yeah, we might tell you if you save Helba and take care of that thing downstairs.
Wait, I think we've been told.
So you recall, yes. You recall that Warble told you Helba was the leader of the Bumblebrashers.
How? Shit, I don't know how to do this.
I know it's not my turn, but I would like to try to signal to Kagos that Hal has a plan.
Okay, we'll deal with it. What's this name again? Shit.
Whose?
Booze?
No, whose name are you talking about?
Oh,
The halfling? It's Calmont.
Calma, yeah.
So yeah, you gather that this is in fact Calmont standing in front of you.
Calma, will you put it down and we might be able to get the ring? Just put the knife down.
Get the ring? Wait, do you even know what we're talking about? You can't get Alcetta's ring. It's an elf gate. How do you get an elf gate?
No, I don't really know what we're talking about.
Can I check if I know that? I am trained in Elven lore.
Give me a society check.
Alright. This is to know if I know what an elf gate is.
Yeah. So you recognize the words Elfgate. You don't know a whole lot about them because the honest truth is these are mythical monuments, mythical structures Details about them are vague and vary from story to story, but the common consensus is that elf gates are collections of gates that allow you to travel somewhere. Now, some of the legends say another dimension, some of the legends say a different place, some of the legends say maybe to hell and beyond. But the common thread is that these are gates to somewhere else.
Alright.
Would I know this?
You can give me the same society check. You do not recognize what elf gates are.
Still don't know what we're talking about. Alright. We can get what you want. Just killing these goblins is not going to get what you want.
And how do you know that? Because all I can do is try and then try again.
I mean, because I'm a goblin and I wouldn't tell you if you killed my friends.
He's just ignoring you at this point.
Okay. I think that's probably not.
I like to imagine as all this is going on, I have no idea what's happening up top.
This sounds like
I don't
gibberish to
understand
you.
Is the lizard thing staring at me right now? Like, well, what's it focused at right now?
That is a good question. Let's see what it would be. So, as it noticed Hal and Kagos disappear from view, it starts to look around, and the only edible creature in its sight is now you, Levis. So it has locked eyes on you.
Oh no.
Also,
I'm
Goop
go-
has to move. Yeah.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to walk right here, then shut the door.
Okay.
And then, is there anything that I could use to like bar it within like my immediate vicinity?
No, the hallways around you look quite barren.
Is this door lockable by any chance?
You notice that there are these hook-like things on both ends of the door. Like if you had a piece of lumber or like a rod or something, it would slot in there. But without that, it's just a normal door.
Okay. What I would like to do is okay. So that's 2 actions. Oh, I can't ready an action, right? Because that requires 2 actions.
Yep.
Damn it. I'm just gonna try to brace the door using my body as best as I can. Then. So like if this creature tried to like push his way through the door, I'm gonna try to like hold the door back.
Okay. So, who sees this? Hal, you noticed that the creature underneath you, it's looking around in confusion because it all of its prey is gone, and it kind of sees you hanging out over the ledge, so it's just looking up at you and it's growling, and it's snapping its jaws, and it's kind of keeping its mouth open. You don't know what that means, but you get the impression that if you fall, there's a certain place that it might land, because it's standing right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
But that's its turn.
So what Hal is going to do is he is going to start slowly cracking every single bone in his body. And very, very slowly and loudly drawing his rapier. All the entire time locking eyes with Calmont.
Oh, I guess I should. Oh, 1 second. I should have added Calmont to initiative. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Locking eyes with Calmont, and Hal is just going to say, "So you want an example? Oh, I can give you an example, all right." And going to attempt to demoralize him.
Okay.
Better stand down now, little punk, before I rip you to shreds thinner than that thing down there would. So that's intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Come on!
Oh my god.
I
was
was.
so much better in my attempt too.
That was. Oh wow!
Is that it?
Great attempt.
That was-
The role playing was there.
Is that it?
I don't have any hero points unless you're willing to give me a hero point for that speech.
Nope.
Damn
You
it!
got 2 to start today?
I spent them.
Both are?
Yeah.
The first one, yeah, I spent to fail on the, or no, I spent the first one. How did I spend the first one?
It was when you tumbled through, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was when you
Yeah.
tumbled and when you tried climbing the rope, I believe.
Okay, yep. I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We're-
spent both. I spent it to fail.
With
Yeah,
that,
you used it and then you got a 1.
Yeah.
we're going to see the result of that roll after a short break.
Okay.
All right.
Quick question: can you use the demoralizing thing more than once?
No,
Tragic.
he's immune for like 10 minutes or something.
From you, someone else could try if they want, or like a straight intimidation
I don't
check,
think so.
just like a normal intimidation check.
Oh, it is immune to your attempt, so it is anyone
Yeah.
else's.
I'll be back.
Dude, you rolled so
God,
many
that
ones
was-
today.
That was such a cool speech, though.
It
That
was.
good.
It was, yeah.
It was well done.
I spent like the entire turn cycle thinking of that. Like,
So that was the plan you were thinking of.
yeah, it really, that was it.
Oh.
I was going to attempt to like intimidate him into submission. Yeah, but I guess he saw me fall down the rope and get bitten by the fucking alligator and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always comes down to the dice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
I guess your beef jerky didn't really do anything.
No, unfortunately.
Have beef jerky then? I mean, it was
Yeah.
pemmican, but how was
Like
beef jerky?
dried meat, like, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Like maybe not exactly jerky, but like dried meat in general.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it was definitely dried meat, but yeah, jerky's.
Right.
Apparently, jerky is only like 500 years old.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Like specifically jerky?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean-
you can have like smoked meats and things.
Yeah, I guess
Oh, yeah.
preserved meats.
Were the older ones.
Because like, isn't salting meat one of like the oldest ways of preserving food?
Yeah, but that's cured meat. That's like different from cured meat.
I think
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
not necessarily salt, but sugar as well.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
And even like smoking is like
Smoking is actually relatively recent, I think.
Because you need like ovens and stuff to smoke.
Right.
well,
And I
you
guess-
can do it in kilns, basically.
Yeah.
In smokehouses.
You still like need to know what you're doing. Can't like have
Right.
it across.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Right. I think grilling, like, we figured that out, and then we were like, okay, we're not gonna do anything else with a open flame. We're just gonna grill, and then smoking only came out recently because we're like, oh, you could also just smoke it.
well, it looks like smoking meat is Stone Age. So,
Oh, never mind.
Mm.
What's I thinking
because
of?
like at the smoke hut's not.
Oh yeah, Paleolithic. Dang.
Wow. I guess
Look
food
at
back
us
then wasn't too bad.
Underestimating our ancestors.
Wow.
They had some big old wrinkly brains back then.
I guess
I
they
mean,
did.
they were as smart as us.
Sure.
They just didn't have the technology.
You
Yeah.
Sure, they're not as smart as us.
Yes.
Absolutely certain.
You
After
watch a lot of
after
stuff.
yesterday's, or not, yeah, last week's episode.
They might have been smarter than us.
Are we all back? Oh, no. Okay.
I guess there was like nutrition improvements in intelligence, but besides that,
Forgot my cup of water.
Same.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, Hal, you gave this braggadocious speech, with the very, very showy drawing of your sword, but unfortunately, as you are, you're making this big, showy, very slow pull of the sword out of its scabbard, and it just got stuck. It got tangled, and you didn't want to, like, a better showman would have, maybe let go of it, dropped it, just, tried to do something else with your hands, but you just got so obsessed with pulling out your sword that you kept pulling and pulling and pulling. At a certain point, you just stopped looking at Kalman and started looking at your sword, and you just keep pulling, and you finally get it out. But it took so much force to get it out that it kind of went flying from your hand, and it just drops, to your rightish between Calmont and Kagos, like somewhere on the ground over there. So your sword is lying over there now, and Calmont is just like, I am supposed to be scared of you?
I don't need it.
I am sure you don't, oh mighty, valiant hero. Wait, are you lot the people that the town council sent after me?
Palambar Silver Spine.
I don't care.
Extraordinaire.
Kaigo's just face palms right behind you.
You mean I set that fire to stop them from hiring people, and I didn't have to bother anyway because you're the best that they could come up with?
Will be more than enough for you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess I will take out my third weapon then. Because I dropped the dagger when I went down. I lost my rapier, so I have one weapon left I can grab. My hand crossbow. But that is my third action to grab it. So that is my turn.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Sophie sees that the beast is not going for the beef jerky or the smoked meat, and she's gonna continue through here to the other side So that's one movement, that's one action, and then that's gonna be 10 and then 15. Right there. And that's her turn.
Kagos?
I was gonna say, I think we're pretty great, and then he's gonna pull out. Understand.
Okay.
And he's gonna throw it at the beast.
At the beast. Okay. So you're just dropping it down.
Yes.
Oh,
So yeah, you drop this and it lands straight into its mouth.
I don't really know how criticals work.
It'll just double the damage.
So it does 6 damage. Did it add the 1 splash damage?
I think it did.
Yep, it added the 1 splash damage.
Okay. It needs to make a fortitude saving throw
Okay.
of DC 17.
Fortitude.
Alright, it is deafened till the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So that was super loud, and I was kind of hoping it would scare Calmon.
Okay. You can roll an intimidation for that.
Okay. That was my attempt at intimidating, which I have a -2, so doing great. Yep.
So you drop this stone onto this creature and you kind of dropped it too well because it fell into its mouth, and as it like hit the back of its throat, it like panic closed its jaws, so the sound was kind of muffled by the closed head of the creature.
Damn. I thought that would be better. Okay.
Okay, so Calmont, he is going to. So he saw that Hal's completely inept, and Kagos seems to not care about him, because he went straight after the creature. So Calmont is going to drag, and I guess you guys know by now that this is Helba. So he's going to keep his arm around Helba's neck with the dagger, kind of pointing at her in front as well, and step backwards to... can he make it that far? Yes, he can. So he's going to drag both of them, or drag her back here, and he's going to say, "Look, I'm warning you right now. I don't care about her life, I don't care about their lives, and I don't care about you. All I want to know is how to get to Elsetta's ring. And I will do whatever I have to get that information." And that's his turn.
Okay. When I closed this door, did it make any noises as I closed it?
It made normal door noises. Like, you didn't make an attempt to close it silently, so it would have just sounded like any other door, like a slight click.
Well, the reason why is I would like to stealthily open it and then try to get to the rope to climb up.
All right. Make a stealth check.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I've used 2 of my South astrology rolls.
In this day, yes, you have.
So I would like to use my last one as I've determined that, maybe the stars have told me that my feet can be quiet as possible. Excellent. I now do not get -1 to stealth. That's good enough for me.
Does it help the creature is deaf?
You raise a very good point. The creature is deafened. So yeah, you open the door.
Is the same, can I use the same stealth roll to like creep up towards the rope?
Creep up towards. So there's so right here it's 10 feet off the ground, and this is 10 feet off the ground, and you would have to jump across. So that's going to be a separate acrobatics check.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure that my stealth roll still applies where I'm
Your
not.
stealth roll applies up to walking here.
Okay, then yeah, let's do that. So I walk here, and then it's an acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a -1 again.
Is there a deafened icon?
It's not bad. Yeah, I'll stick with the 15.
Okay. Yeah, with the 15, how big are you? Oh yeah, you're a half elf. Okay.
Yeah, half
So yeah, you managed to leap across.
Okay, so I'd be like what, here-ish then?
Right here.
Oh. Okay, cool. I believe that's my third action, so that's it for me.
Okay. Let me roll something real quick. Okay. So this creature was looking up towards Hal, and it got a Faithful of Thunder. So it kind of closed its head, and it's like shaking its head, trying to like get rid of the painful sensation in its mouth right now. And as it's doing so, Levis, your movement seems to catch its eye, and it turns towards you. And it like walks towards you, but you're still out of reach. Like you're just out of its grasp. So it like it makes a feeble attempt to snap its jaws at you, but very quickly realizing that wouldn't work, it takes a deep breath and it just roars at you instead.
Oh, come on.
I need a fortitude save. So yeah, like you smell its breath, and it's absolutely atrocious. But other than that, nothing really happens.
Good thing you guys hang out with someone that smells.
I smelled something almost as bad as that already.
You are right now 10 feet up. Yeah, okay, that is its turn. It's just growling at you.
It's no longer deafened.
That was just one turn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Trying to see how far I would have to go. Okay. So I would have to move into the square where my sword is, and then I would have to pick it up.
Yes. Give me... So, okay. Would you... If you give me a... What are the options here? I'll say you can give me an athletics check to see if you can pick it up as you move.
Okay.
You don't.
Oh my god.
Alright, so yeah, I'll move to there. Pick it up. I'm I think I'm just going to drop my crossbow. Actually, this doesn't seem like it's going to be a good idea to actually try to use that. So that was a free action. I had to move, then I had to pick up. I have one more thing left. Okay. I am going to attempt to tumble through Calmon.
Well, you would have to tumble through Helba as well. So how does that work? Because there are technically two creatures in front of you.
Oh, I do. But Helba is not actively blocking the way?
He's Calmont is basically using Helba as a shield.
Would they be occupying the same square then?
No, because they're still two distinct creatures. So he's basically holding her out in front of him.
Does Helba consider him an enemy?
No.
Let me see how tumble through works.
Yeah, just throw the text out there again.
Because I think you
Yeah,
can move
through the
through
space of
ally
one,
space. You can't
yeah.
move through enemy spaces. Without this.
Okay. Helba doesn't consider you an enemy because, well, I mean, she sees that you're trying to help her, but her movements are also restricted. Like, even if she wanted to get out of the way, she couldn't easily do that without, getting stuck with a dagger. So
Okay.
you can attempt to tumble through, but it would be at disadvantage.
Okay. Instead, I think I am going to... Can I... I only have one left. Okay. I am just going to... I think I am going to just sort of stride into like this like tower,
Mm-hmm.
just so I can like keep line of sight on them and easy, just like a single line of approach instead of having to turn corners.
Okay.
And I'll like speak out. This is your final warning. That's it.
Sophie's going to continue to make her way to the balcony. One, two, and three through the door. Yeah. Okay.
I will step out. Well, not step, stride. And pull out. Sorry, I'm trying to think. You said dragon, but it's really just a lizard. But could be a dragon. I don't know.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want.
I don't look good.
Okay.
That's not great, but I'm rolling good.
So, even though the creature in front of you does, at first glance, seem to be draconic, you quickly realize that it's in fact not a dragon. Um, it's something that you've only ever heard about in legends and through word of mouth from other people on the streets, because this is a creature that no one has actually ever seen in these lands before. You surmise that this is something called a Growlodon. And Growlodons aren't supposed to be here. In fact, the only place that they're rumored to exist are the Mwangi expanses, way, way, way to the south of where you are. The fact that it's here is very suspicious.
But they're like material product.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna throw it. Well, I'll see what happens. I'm gonna throw some fire at it. Some alchemist fire. Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, that one goes a little wide.
Unless that's a critical failure,
It's not.
then it still gets one splash damage.
Okay. Could you just roll that damage so I can apply it?
Right, that's how that works.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. I haven't selected a target token. It's awkward. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the wind kind of carries it just wide, but as it explodes, some of the flames do hit it.
That's 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out lightning. No, wait, I can't do that because I stepped forward. So it's in my turn without pulling out anything.
Okay. Calamont sees Hal get closer, and he takes the dagger away from Helva's neck and instead waves it threateningly towards you, Hal, and he says, "Don't get any closer. If you do, I'm going to push her off the edge." And he ends his turn.
Would you? Oh no, that's too far still. Damn it. Actually, what's the range? From where I am currently, am I able to see Calmon?
From where you are.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, you can, because you would have line of sight of him now. The battlements kind of between you and Calamont have collapsed partially, so you can faintly see. You can kind of see the top of his head. But that's about it. You can see Helba a little more clearly. You can see most of Helba, but only about I'd say like the upper third of Calamont.
Would you say that Calmont is within 60 feet of me?
How tall are these battlements? Yes, these battlements are 25 feet above the courtyard.
Okay. And I'm assuming because Calmont is focused on Hal, Calmont has not seen me.
No, he hasn't.
Then what I would like to do is, as soon as I see him use his dagger to attack, I'd like to cast Daze on him.
So are you preparing a reaction, or are you casting it right now?
I'd like to I guess it's more like a reaction.
Okay. So if you see him try to actually use his dagger to attack someone.
Yeah, or like
Okay.
or just like a weapon. But I'm assuming he's using the dagger as like his main weapon for that.
That's the only weapon you see him holding right now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything else that can help out in this situation. Well, actually, wait. Before I do that, actually, I'd like to move so I'm out of the way of the Growlodon. If I move like here-ish, would I still be in range to daze Calmon?
Yes, because going that way is actually moving up higher. So I believe... Whoops, wrong thing. I believe... Yes? Oh yeah, that's within range. Oh, actually, wait, no. How does triangles? So you have 50 on the base, and then maybe like 15 on the height. Well, a little more than 15. You have maybe like 10 on the height.
60.
That's less than 60, yeah.
Excellent. I just don't want to get breathed on again. Or at least try to avoid as much as possible.
Wait, okay, so
Someone
you've
from out of
moved...
range.
You've moved from here, that's... 10 feet. Yeah, you're about 20 feet. No, you're about 15 feet off the ground now. So, this Growlodon is still looking straight up at you, and it doesn't want you to get away. And it's going to roar at you again.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, I need to see that fortitude.
Oh.
Am I in the way this time too?
You are out of range, because you are 25 feet above the Growlodon right now.
That is so lame.
Yeah.
Alright. Plus more than 18, let's go. No!
Oh.
Alright, what happens if I get sickened? Oh wait, this is a critical failure. Oh no,
No, it's not.
It's not less than 10. Okay. Phew.
So you take the equivalent. So you're sickened 1. So you will basically take a -1 status penalty to all checks and DCs.
Does that include the days DC?
Yes.
That's not good. So it's just status effect. Status penalty should just be -1, right?
Yeah. So whenever you roll now, you'll apply a -1 to the status penalty.
Okay. Let me go add that to my character.
So I should say you can spend an action to attempt to recover, but that's about it.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I lied. I couldn't do that because the Growlodon did it last turn, and it can't use it again for 1d4 turns, and it's been at least 1 turn. Okay. So yeah, no, that didn't happen. Take that back. Let's rewind the tape a little bit. We'll cut that in post.
No, we won't.
So yeah, it notices that Levis is slowly disappearing from view, and it's now scanning, trying to find something else to eat, and it sees Sophie, just
Oh, great.
right there. So it's going to walk towards her. Why can't I move? Oh, let's do that. Walk towards her, kind of like stumbling over the rubble, and it's going to try to snap its jaws and drag her down.
Oh no.
I don't want to do this privately. public. Perfect.
Ooh.
So I think a 23 hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So Sophie takes 9 damage. And for its as its jaws dig into you, it swings its tail around to try to like finally knock you unconscious. And let's see how bad that is.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's gonna hit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Is the modifier? Okay, let's just roll damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It knocks Sophie right across the head, and
hope it
she
was it.
crumples to the ground. That's not massive damage, right?
That's,
Okay.
I don't know the Pathfinders.
It just has to
It's just the same.
be
It's just
AC. Yeah, just double AC.
Double HP.
HP, sorry. Yes. That is the Growlodon's turn. It looks excited that it's finally got a meal.
Robbie.
I'm aware. I'm just trying to think. This is why I wanted to get to the other side of him last turn, because I knew he didn't have reactions ready. Alright. What do I have? Do have Mage Hand. So I think could I activate my Hand of the Mage and have it target the knife in Kalmon's hand, or no?
What do you mean by target?
So Mage Hand, can I send out the description somehow? I create a single magical hand, either invisible or ghost-like, that grasps the target object and moves it slowly up to 20 feet.
Okay, so you're just trying to move it, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out of his hands.
Okay.
Could I do that with my hand?
You
Or
could
do I
try.
not know? Okay.
There's nothing stopping you from trying.
I'm going to try that then.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 actions to do the Hand of the Mage.
Okay. And I'm going to say Calmont is surprised that something seems to be pulling his dagger out, but he's going to clamp his hands down and contest that with strength. And he's at disadvantage because he's surprised.
Should I? Is that just going to be a flat DC, or do I contest it?
You don't contest it because you're using Mage Hand. You can't change the strength of Mage Hand, so to speak.
Okay.
But I can show this to you because he doesn't. The fact that the dagger is slipping away seems to catch him completely off guard, and it tumbles from his hand to the ground below.
All right. And then I'm going to say. Now I'm going to say. Now you really don't want to lose your hostage, because if you do, there's nothing protecting you. And that was 2 actions. But take the risk and take that one step. Yeah, I'm just going to take a step action, not a stride or anything. Just a single step forward. I'm not sure about the actual dimensions of this upper area because looking at the top and the bottom, it's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be to scale. But
Even though the edge is kind of crumbling away, you can still consider it like a full battlement width. It's just that the walls of the battlement have kind of fallen off.
I'm kind of just taking the step for thematic and role-playing reasons, not necessarily to actually get closer mechanically.
So you're still in the same square?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sophie, let's see that save.
All right. Ooh.
Oh,
Wait, why is it a 6?
I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know why it says success.
Is that just saying that if it's a success, it does that?
I think that's what maybe just like if it's
Yeah.
successful, reduce. So yeah, no. You need to increase your dying level by 1.
Mine was already. Is it base? Okay, I see. All right. Cool.
Yeah, this is basically like your dying level is equivalent to your D&D death save. So you basically gain or lost a death save. You lost a death save, so your dying level increases. Kagos?
I will yell at Hal. You doofus! Sophie's dying! Yep. Do something to your part. Always a good choice. And then I'll start going down the stairs because I'm now more than 20 feet from the thing.
Did you have anything in your hands?
No.
Okay. Then that's fine. So, okay, the reason I ask is you're a smaller creature and these stairs are kind of steep. So to navigate them, you would need use of your hands to kind of amble down.
Alright, if I am 20 feet with triangles. I can maybe there.
Yep. Let me drag you. And Goop Goop is along for the ride.
Triangles, so close enough.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't have my swing. It will take 3 actions and just move. If I'm here, can I attack it with melee?
No, unfortunately not, because you're 10 feet off the ground, and it's well. I guess it's also kind of at your level, but it's out of reach. Or okay, it's standing on an incline. You're kind of on the ledge. What weapon are you using?
Let's see.
You can attack at disadvantage. Like it's kind of, or rather, it's. I'm gonna say it has partial cover, just because of how things are stacked up. Like you're attacking around a corner, you're leaning over the edge, so yeah, it's gonna have partial cover.
Alright. This is stupid. I can't freaking throw a bomb at it because Sophie will die.
Dumb dying Sophie.
Yeah. Alright. What's
Why
the
can't you
modifier
add a more
for?
convenient time like Hal?
Oh my
Or
God,
I guess
yeah.
it adds to its.
Yeah, it'll add +1 to its AC.
Yep.
Oh my
That's, yep.
It's yeah, like
Alright.
this is an acrobatic feat that's just way beyond you.
Yeah. That was everything. It's move, draw weapon.
Well then.
Okay, Calmont for his turn. So after his dagger kind of left his hand and fell to the ground, Hal, you notice that there's this increasing look of panic on his face. And Halba is also starting to struggle against him a little bit. So he's not able to keep like a firm hold on her anymore. So instead of trying to contest, he pushes her away forward towards you, Hal. So she's kind of stumbles, like trying to avoid falling off the cliff. She kind of makes the safe play of just like lying flat in front of you. After doing that, Calmont runs over here, but he quickly notices that he really doesn't have anywhere else to go because the other goblins are standing right here, blocking off his, the other avenue of escape. So he seems to be trapped, and he's got this like very panicked look on his face, and he just ends his turn there.
Is he still? He's not within 60 feet of me now, right?
No, he's not.
A lot farther out.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay. What I'm gonna do then is I'm going to move. I'm assuming stand right here, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and I can still see Sophie.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to cast heal once again using 2 actions. Let's go ahead and add that to my spell. So Sophie, you regain +8.
Yay.
So
Okay.
7 plus 8 is 15.
15. I still have the dying like point on me, right?
That turns into a wounded point.
Oh, okay.
So you can erase all of your dying points, but you now have wounded 1.
Oh. Ugh.
Okay. Was that all of your actions, Lapis?
Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, why do I still have the sickness thing on me?
Because you were affected by its breath last time.
No, but remember how we retconned it so that it
Oh.
couldn't do that?
Yeah. You can remove that effect.
Yeah, I'll go in my turn and try to remove it.
Okay, so this Growlodon, it's very annoyed that every time it manages to get someone down and like in an edible state, they seem to just pop back up. So
still prone.
yes, you're still prone, but you're looking at it once again, and that's not ideal. So it's going to, yeah, it's going to basically swing its tail around and attempt to body slam everyone around it, which is basically Levis, Kagos, and Sophie. I need everyone to make an athletics check. Or, sorry, my bad. I am going to make an athletics check.
Oh.
Oh.
If you jump it, like how's that good?
You don't get a reaction to this. What's everyone's fortitude DC?
7.
Okay.
Wait, how do you...
So it's 10 plus your
Modifier?
fortitude modifier.
Oh, 17.
17. Okay.
Minus 16.
16. Okay. And Sophie?
17.
17. All of you somehow managed to evade this gigantic lizard tail that comes flying at your faces.
I just duck under it.
Still.
Yeah, it's not happy that happened. It swept its tail around, hoping to knock at least one of you down, and it couldn't do that. So it's just gonna bite at Sophie instead. Oh, these are all private. Okay. 15, does it hit?
Just, I'm pro. So what is that? Is that taking that into account?
I didn't take that into account. So you can subtract, I believe, 2 from your AC. Was that 2 or
So
4?
4 was unconscious.
4 was
was that?
unconscious. Prone.
Flat-footed,
Flat-footed is -2.
which is already applied to it.
Wait, no.
I didn't select a target while rolling, so it didn't apply it to my roll.
I mean, like on the character sheet, it shows up.
Oh, okay.
Click
Oh,
modifiers.
okay, yeah, I see. Okay, so it was just -2 in that case.
Mhm.
So my AC would be 16, so it's fine.
Okay. It's going to try again. And okay, so you are flat-footed, so let me add a -2 circumstance bonus. Did it roll? Did it? Okay. Yeah. No, that one also just seems to miss.
Cool.
Growlithe is not having a good day.
I'm just like
Hal?
rolling like to the side.
I guess I'm going to try to talk with Calmont. And just going to call out to him. Say, you don't have to die here. If you come back with us, you can spend your time and live out the rest of your life.
I understand that it's you're technically immune. He's technically immune to this. Actually, no, he's not. You can make a diplomacy at advantage.
Yeah, I'm trying to do diplomacy, not
Mhm.
intimidation. So I can do at advantage.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
You're not rolling well today, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
So as you say that, you see Calamont basically look at you, look at the other goblins, look down at the Growlodon in the bottom of the courtyard, and just slowly like wither a little bit and kind of collapse in on himself. His head slumps down, his shoulders collapse, and he just throws his hands up and says, All right, I give up." and he just sits down on the floor over there.
All right, I'm going to then use my remaining actions to just stride up to him and still keeping a respectful distance. One where he couldn't just jump up and surprise attack me from, and say, "Made the right choice." And my turn.
All right, Sophie.
Okay. So Sophie's gonna get up. I can't remove the prone tradition for myself.
Let me see if I
Right
can.
click.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna see the giant monster in front of her, and she's gonna say, "You just don't give up, do you?" And she's gonna strike at it with her silver longsword.
All right, let's see it.
All right. The effects of Hunt Prey are still active, by the way, since I checked, and it says until your next daily preparations. So it's still it doesn't say anything about being unconscious.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And here we go.
Well,
Great. Sophie's gonna recall the time when she helped the unconscious person at the town hall, and she saved them. Okay. That's not that much better.
that's not that much better. And yeah, like you stab forward with your longsword, but all of your strength doesn't seem to have come back to you, and it kind of glances off one of its spiky horns on its face.
Okay. Then she will take another strike.
Oh dear.
Well, it's not great.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. Okay, and that's it.
Kairos will step back with the step action.
Okay.
And then, yeah, screw you guys. He is pulls out lightning and throws it at the creature, which Levis and Sophie
Oh,
are going
great.
to take one slash damage.
Fair. At this point, that's fair.
Wait, was that a critical failure?
Why?
Because then they don't take any damage.
It was a critical failure.
Nobody takes any damage. You already told me the results.
Yeah, I can't change it now. Yeah, Calmont is just sitting there. He's kind of looking at Hal a little bit, or rather Hal's feet. But he's not making any attempt to escape or move. He's just sitting there. That's his turn. Levis?
I am going to stride. Probably just like right over here-ish. And I'm assuming I'm still in range, range of 60 feet of it.
Yes. What's your movement? Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Daze on it.
Okay. Let's roll that DC save or will save. It fails.
Ooh, excellent. Oh, but it's not serious. It's not a critical fail.
No. Okay. It takes 4 damage.
And that's 1, 2, fail.
Okay. So, as the Growlodon feels this jolt of pain in its head, I think it starts to realize just how hurt it really is. And you can see its not very big brain trying to reconcile its hunger with its pain. And it decides that its pain is actually greater than hunger at the moment. So it's going to make a beeline for this body of water over here and jumps in. And that's the end of combat.
Okay.
I have a quick question. Is that just like a puddle, or is there like actual waterways underneath the castle that goes to?
Well, if you
We
can't
will
answer that,
find out.
if we at least see it still.
Yeah, does it go underwater? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It disappears from sight.
Okay.
Okay. we know we learned.
And
well, I mean, our task was to kill it, so if we can't see it.
we will we'll figure out what happens next time.
Yeah.
See you next weekend, everybody.